What is up, everybody? RasouliPlays here, bringing you guys a how-to tutorial on how to obtain feathers in Fire Emblem Heroes for your iOS and Android devices. Now, before we actually get into it, I just wanted to go ahead and quickly explain what the feathers are actually used for. Now, feathers go hand in hand with both badges and great badges, and they're used to increase the rarity of your characters. You want to do this for multiple reasons, not only to add that extra star, which would look so damn good, but as well as increasing your character's performance overall in all areas. So make sure to go ahead and do that, because it is very crucial if you want to have a better unit in the game. Now, the way it works is that for 1-star characters, to make them into a 2-star, you need 5 colored badges and 100 feathers, and it goes on from there. A 2-star to a 3-star would need 10 colored badges plus 200 feathers. To turn a 3-star into a 4-star, you'd need 20 colored badges plus 2,000 feathers. To turn a 4-star into a 5-star, which is the big one, you're going to need 20 great colored badges plus 20,000 feathers. If you don't know what the badges are, I'll go ahead and put a link in the video description to another tutorial that I made showing you how to actually obtain badges, because there are various colors depending on what character you're trying to unlock the potential of in the weapon triangle, whether it be red, blue, green, or the colorless ones, which is why they're labeled colored badges depending on what color you're actually aiming for. So without further ado, allow me to show you how to actually obtain feathers. Now, there are actually multiple methods as to how to get feathers, so we're going to go through them one by one. The first one is right here in your castle. If any of your characters, by any chance, whether they be your characters that you own yourself or a character that your friend has and is sent to your castle down here, if they have any hearts floating around them, make sure to go ahead and talk to them by tapping on them, and if the hearts are there, they'll go ahead and give you feathers. Now, another method is going over here to the friend stone and then actually pressing the greet button. I cannot do it because I have already done it in a certain time span, so I have to wait for it to re-allow me to press it, but make sure to go ahead and do that whenever you have the opportunity to do so, and that is the ways you can get the feathers in terms of what you can do in your castle. Another method that I like to use is right over here in special maps, where it seems to be every single day there's a new character that you can actually obtain in 2 different difficulties. There is the hard mode, and then there is the normal mode down here. Now, the way you want to do it is that if you don't have the character already, you can keep one from the hard mode difficulty, for example, and then you get another one from the normal difficulty, and then from there you can go ahead and head to the allies section, send home, and send your duplicate home for feathers. So a good example would be whenever I did the Hana special map, I ended up actually getting 2, and I only need 1, correct? And plus the other one's a higher rating anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and send this one home and gain 5 feathers. And the last method, which is actually the most viable, is right over here in Arena Duel, so make sure to go ahead and slide on over there. And the way it works is based off of 3 different categories, the first one being offensive points, second one being defensive, and the third one being your ranking as a whole. So if you go ahead and use the characters that are currently shown here, which is going to change, and as you can see, there's only 20 hours left of the season, so at the end of the season you actually get the rewards that you're playing for, so make sure to go ahead and do that if you have the opportunity to do so, and don't be afraid to actually use your swords up here, because they actually restore each and every single day, so it's better off that you actually use them. Now, go over to check rewards. As you can see, I only have 524 offensive points, 232 defensive points, and I am unranked, meaning that currently I'm not eligible for a rank award, but I am for offense and defense. So since I got 524 points, I'm in between 401 and 600, so I can get 300 feathers. If you didn't do as well, you can go ahead and get into 2 of these, depending on whether you got 1 to 200, 200 to 400, and the list goes higher and higher and higher. The higher points you get, the more feathers you get, obviously with a cap of 1600 for this current Arena Duel that's out at the moment. Now, for the defensive section, it works the same way, so go ahead and check that out, and I am almost at the top slot for that. I just need a few more points, which will definitely help me out in getting the 500 feather mark, but the lower you are, the lower amount of feathers you get, the higher you are, the better you'll get, and ranking is actually where you will get most of the feathers if you can make it. So, if you go all the way to the top, you can actually obtain 5,000 feathers, which would be fairly difficult to do, seeing as how many people are actually doing this challenge, but the rank 1 slot will give you 5,000 hero feathers, so best believe that that is something that you should be aiming for, but don't be discouraged if you do not get it. Now, the way you play is simple. You press battle, proceed, and then what you do is you actually go ahead and choose a tier, so beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and it shows you how many points you would actually obtain, say you were to complete it. Advanced can be fairly difficult depending on the luck of the draw, what team you are facing. This is not player versus player in the sense where it's an online battle, but it's player versus player in the sense that you fight somebody else's team. They're not player controlled, they are controlled by the game itself, but it should still be fine for you. So if you're not feeling too hot, you can do beginner. If you're feeling pretty damn good, you can do intermediate. And if you're feeling real ballsy, you can do advanced, and that will add to your points. And then after all that, the higher chain you go, the more bonus you'll get. So if you keep winning battles in a consecutive streak, you'll keep going and going and going, as well as using the characters that are being currently promoted in the arena duel section. You'll get more points for that as well. So that is basically it on how to get hero feathers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you out. Make sure to share with a friend if they also require this help. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to RasouliPlays. There's up a lot. Follow all my social media links in the video description. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.